Hello friends, I am CA Rohit Gyanchandani and I welcome you all to our YouTube channel FinCademy. Friends, today we will begin with our part 2 of the series for basics of stock markets. So let's begin. Now here are few important concepts that today we are going to discuss. Number one is what are the exchanges in India. In the previous video we explained that you have to go to stock exchange to buy or sell the securities or shares. So what are these stock exchanges in India? What is pre-opening session? We'll look after it. What is bullish and bearish stance? You must have heard a lot of times on TV channels or on a lot of news websites or articles that markets are bullish, markets are bearish. So what is the meaning of these two terms? What are the circuit filters that the stock market has? So let's begin. Now there are 9 recognized stock exchanges in India. Let's understand their names and what are their functions. So there are total 9 recognized exchanges: BSE, NSE and MSE. Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange and Metropolitan Stock Exchange are 3 exchanges that are permitted to do equity trading in cash as well as derivative markets. Okay. Then there is MCX, NCDEX and ICX, Multi Commodity Exchange, National Commodity and Derivatives Exchange and Indian Commodity Exchange. These are 3 exchanges solely for the purpose of commodity trading. So if you want to trade in gold, silver or any other metal, these are the exchanges that you have to go to. If you want to trade in stocks, NSE, BSE and MSE are the exchanges. There are 3 other exchanges: CSE, IIE and NSE. IIE and NSE, IFSC are exclusive exchanges set up for FIIs in the GIFT City, and CSE is Calcutta Stock Exchange. It is also a stock exchange, just like BSE, NSE and MSE. Right? So these are 9 exchanges. Now, very important concept that you need to understand is pre-opening session. Pre-opening session is conducted before normal market hours to discover the opening price. Suppose a stock closed at 100 rupees on the previous day. How do we know what is its opening price today? Or how do we determine the opening price? So there is a pre-opening session 15 minutes before the market opens to determine this price. Now, how does it happen? See, why is this pre-opening session done? It is done to minimize the volatility in the opening stock. I'll give you an example. Okay. Suppose there is a bad news in a stock. Let's say there is a bad news in one stock and it is quite possible that people will start selling it the moment market opens. So if that happens, there will be a lot of pressure on the stock. There could be lower circuits. All those things can be there. So pre-market session is there to digest that volatility. It allows the overnight news to reflect in the stock price and then the stock price to settle. I'll explain you how this happens. So this is the timing for pre-open. Now it is divided into 3 to 4 parts. Let me explain this to you. So normal market hours are 9:15 to 3:30. We all know this. But what happens on 9 o'clock to 9:15? What happens between this time? See, 9 o'clock to 9:08, there is order collection, entry, modification and cancellation. If you want to place a limit order, you can place it in this point of time. Suppose you want to sell a stock at 100 rupees. You can put a sell order. There is no problem at 100 rupees. If there is a buyer, it will get executed. Right? So that happens between this time. Then system will randomly close at 7th or 8th minute. See, from 9 to 9:07 or 9:08, randomly between 7 and 8, it will close. That is exchange defined. From 9:09 to 9:12, 9 o'clock 9 minutes to 9 o'clock 12 minutes, right? There will be order matching and trade confirmation. So if there are certain buyers and sellers where the price is matching, there will be matching, trade confirmations will be done, orders will be executed in pre-market only. After that, from 9:13 AM to 9:15 AM, this is a buffer time that is kept for transmission from pre-opening to main market. This is just buffer time kept by stock exchanges to ensure everything goes smooth, right? So this is what is pre-opening session. Now what is bullish and bearish? See, these are the kind of sentiments that are prevailing in the market. Now what is sentiment? What is bullish? When prices are rising and are further expected to rise due to prevailing optimism in the market, that stance is called bullish. If the stock market is continuously rising up, it is said to be in the bullish stance. This happens when the economy is doing well and expected to do well in near future. So if all the things are good, the GDP numbers are good, the sales numbers are good, savings is high, banks are reporting profits, banks are reporting growth, there is huge consumption, all those things are there, GDP is growing, all these things are there, then market will reflect this good news in form of better performance, and so it is called bullish. Now what is bearish? It is completely opposite of bullish. The prices of stocks, commodities fall and are further expected to fall due to pessimism. There is bad news coming, just like this coronavirus kind of news. Market started tanking, stocks were crashing and all those things. There was a lot of pessimism in the market. This generally happens due to bad economic news. When there was nationwide lockdown in India or any other country, there were no economic activities taking place, only essential things were allowed. So whatever the companies, so for example, a car manufacturing company wasn't able to sell anything, they were running into losses. So when they are running into losses, obviously the stock price will reflect the same and it will start crashing. So there will be falling growth numbers, and as they are expected to continue in near future. So when stock markets are continuously downward or a stock is continuously downward, it is said to be bearish. Now, how to know whether the stock market or a stock is bullish or bearish? So there are various technical and fundamental indicators that you need to check to ensure, to understand, or to get a glimpse of whether the market is bullish or bearish. Now, very important concept, please pay attention, please pay close attention to this particular topic. What are circuit breakers? I am going to give you an interesting example about it. So circuits are the limits placed on market movements on daily basis to curtail volatility. Now suppose if the index, let's say Nifty, if it's falling, it fell 2%, 3%, can it fall 50% in one day? Answer is no. Why? We cannot let the market have such kind of volatility. So what do we do? What does an exchange does? It places things called circuit breakers. Now I'll explain you what are circuit breakers. See, index has 3-stage circuit breakers, 10%, 15%, 20% on either side. So an index cannot rise by more than 20% in a single day. It cannot fall by more than 20% in a single day. Both ways. On upside also it has a cap, on downside also. Now understand. What happens if this index falls? The trading is halted if the circuit limit is breached. Now we will take an example to understand this clearly, right? Now let's understand this. Suppose, so first circuit breaker is 10%, second is 15% and third is 20%. Now, if the market opens at, assume at 9:15 the market opens, okay, and it fell by 10% before 1 p.m. Okay, it fell by 10% before 1 p.m. Then market is halted, the trading is halted for 45 minutes. And after those 45 minutes, there is again a pre-opening session. We have already discussed what is pre-opening session in this video only. So you can just go backward and see what is pre-opening session. It is halted for 15 minutes before starting again. If it falls 10% after 1 p.m. but before 2:30 p.m. then it is halted for 15 minutes and there will be a 15 minutes pre-opening session. If it is, if the limit is hit, if the circuit is broken at or after 2:30 p.m. then there is no halt. Now by no halt, I do not mean that it will continue to fall. No, then there will be the second limit that will be triggered, that is 15% and so on. Now instead of confusing, I will give you an example by defining all these things. Suppose market opens at 9:15 and there is a lower circuit at 10 o'clock circuit. Market falls by 10%. So they will close the market for 45 minutes. So market will resume at 10:45 a.m. Is that clear? See, 45 minutes halt is there because market has broken the 10% circuit limit before 1 o'clock. Okay. Now, once this market opens here, there will be a 15 minutes pre-opening. So from 10:45 to 11 a.m. there is pre-opening. And at 11:01 the market will resume normal activity. Is that clear? So at 10 o'clock when market breaks the 10% mark, 45 minutes trading will be halted and then after that 15 minutes there will be pre-opening session. After that the market will resume. Okay, this is first. If this breaks after 1 o'clock, if this happens after 1 o'clock, then only 15 minutes the market is closed, and afterwards the trading, there is a free opening session of 15 minutes and then trading is resumed. Now let's take it further. Suppose at 11:10 a.m. market breaks this second 15% limit also, it fell 5% more, then again there is lower circuit. So here it fell 10%, here it fell by 15%. Okay, again there is lower circuit. Now see, 15% it fell before 1 p.m. because it happened at 11:10 at 11:10 a.m. and so 11:10 a.m. is before 1 p.m. So the market will be halted for 1 hour 45 minutes. So calculate 1 hour 45 minutes. So this will be 12:55 p.m. Is that right? So then at 12:55 p.m. there will be pre-opening for how many minutes? 15 minutes. So then at 1:10 market will open again. It will resume. Is that clear? It's not complicated. Try to understand this. This is the process. Suppose at any given point of time, the market cracks 20%. So let's say it opened at, so I'll continue here, at 1:10 it opened and again it fell by 5% to 20% at 1:20 p.m. Then after that the trading is closed. 20% is the maximum limit. After that trading is completely closed for that day. Is that clear? So this is circuit breaker. Now this is circuit breaker for index. Let us see whether there are circuit breaker for stocks, right? So stocks also have defined circuit breakers. They are exchange defined. It could be 2%, 5%, 10%, 20%. Like I said, for index the maximum breaker is 20%. So it falls at 10, then 15 and 20, but maximum is 20. Similar is the case with stocks. They have defined, if a stock has 2% circuit breaker, there is no trading halt or anything. If there is a circuit breaker, there are only sellers, there are no buyers. Is that clear? So there is no, so if a stock has 10% circuit breaker, then it could go up by 10% or go down by 10%. Simple. That's it. And these are defined by exchanges. This is very interesting. There are no circuit breakers on stocks in derivative segments. They can fall and rise without any limit. So if a stock is trading in the F&O category, there is practically no circuit breaker for it. I will give you an example. On 18th of September 2018, 18 September 2018 or 19 September 2018, the stock of DHFL fell by 60% in one single day, because this stock was in F&O segment. It was in derivative segment. There is no limit to fall and rise. It could rise, it could fall. So this was, since it's in F&O segment, there is no circuit breaker, it could go anywhere. Is that clear? So this is very important point to note, right? Now I will share with you an interesting fact here. See, this is the chart of Nifty during this pandemic, when the coronavirus was, when there was national lockdown announced. Okay, so on 12th of March, the closing price of Nifty was 9590, and the next day when it opened, it was on lower circuit. See, here is the price, 8630. So it went to lower circuit. The trading was halted here at, look at this, at 9:15 only. While opening only, the stock fell. Sorry, the index fell. While opening only, the index fell, and then trading was halted. After 45 minutes, the trading resumed, and then the market activity resumed here. Is that clear? Here the trading was halted. Here afterwards, after 45 minutes, see, this happened before 1 p.m. That's why, look at this. If it happens before 1 p.m, then trading is halted for 45 minutes and then there is 15 minutes pre-opening session, right? I hope I have made the circuit filters, the circuit breakers very clear to you. Friends, do you know you can actually sell a stock before buying it? That's right. In the next video, we are going to learn about short selling and the auction market. Thanks a lot for watching this video, friends. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do share your feedback about this video in comment section. Friends, we run a WhatsApp broadcast list where we share interesting articles on finance and stock market on regular basis. To join our WhatsApp broadcast list, do send a hi on this number and we will add you to our WhatsApp broadcast list. You can also ask your queries related to any of our videos on our WhatsApp and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, see you in next video.